We officially have our first team that clinched the postseason and another program who will be participating in a MAAc Championship event. I'm Griffin, Della, Penna, and welcome to this week's edition of Around Canisius Athletics, presented by Niagara Scenic Tours. The women's soccer team officially punched their ticket to the postseason for the first time since 2016 following their 1-1 tie against Manhattan this weekend. Freshman Mia Iacona netted her first collegiate goal on Wednesday in the win against Marist before getting her second on the season this past weekend against the Jaspers. With conference play officially over, they'll have a tune-up against Delaware State on the road Wednesday before their opening round game that will be against Rider, with a high probability it'll be here at the Dembski Beach on Sunday. Both the men's and women's swim and dives teams defeated the University of Rochester, with the women also falling to the Siena Saints on Saturday. Liam O'Connell, Archie Minto, and Lana Janson all won 3 races for the Griffs, as they'll now prepare for their first away meet of the season against the Geneseo Knights. The volleyball team dropped their 2 contests this past weekend in Connecticut with a 4-set loss to Quinnipiac and in 5 sets to the top-seeded Fairfield Stags. Now sitting at 9-12 and 5th in the conference, they will come back here to Buffalo for their lone A4A game of the season against the Manhattan Jaspers on Saturday, and a Sunday matinee against the Iona Gales, with both matches slated for a 12 p.m. start. The Canisius hockey team went 1-2 over their 3-game homestand, beating the RPI Engineers and then losing to Miami of Ohio in 2 straight games. Defenseman Jackson Decker scored the game winner on Tuesday and also in the final minute of regulation in the 5-3 loss on Friday. Goaltender Jake Barcheski made 26 saves in the 2-0 defeat on Saturday. They will now travel to Sacred Heart for their first conference action on Friday and Saturday. Following their 4-2 loss on the road against Marist earlier in the week, the men's soccer team fell to the Manhattan Jaspers 3-1 on Senior Day. Freshmen Joseph Roper and Tarek Elzamar both scored their first collegiate goals over the week, as their lone game will be against Quinnipiac on the road this upcoming Saturday. The cross-country team will travel to Siena for the MAAc Championships, and the rowing squad will have their final regatta of the year as they'll travel to Philly for the head of the Schuylkill race. Signing off for this episode of Around Canisius Athletics, I'm Griffin, Della, Penna, and as always, go Griffs.